Hello. Here I am back with a full guide on how to play Voidblade with Ice Gauntlet in PvP, so sit back and open your eyes, ears and minds and you'll be ripping through people in no time. I want to preface this video by saying that my focus will be on light armor since that is my most played and favourite, however other weight classes will be mentioned. Oh, and I also want to say that I will be streaming again finally, so please drop me a follow on twitch.tv/lionad with a double D. I have no schedule or planned date where I will go live, so follow me is the best way to make sure you don't miss out. I also want to say that there are a lot of important changes coming up in the July update and I will be making a video about everything relating to the Void Gauntlet, but I don't want to jump the gun since everything currently on PTR is subject to change, so I'm waiting for it to stabilize. Please find timestamps for my commentary on weight classes, attribute split, void and ice skill trees, weapon perks and armor perks. As I mentioned, I'm a light armor main, but why? I prefer light for the outplay potential the role provides in all forms of PvP and for how it allows me to be more inescapable when I'm on the offense. Medium armor is extremely solid for Voidblade and lets you go toe to toe with pretty much anyone, but I just don't play it as much. The main difference for me between playing medium and light is that in medium armor I will use Voidblade, Petrifying Scream, Oblivion, and in light armor I will use Orb of Decay instead of Oblivion, but other than that a lot of the information I share for light will carry over to medium. I'm not really going to touch on heavy Voidblade since I have little to no experience with it, but it's pretty easy to just transfer the info over, sorry about that. As for the attribute split, in light armor I go 250 intelligence, 100 focus and 150 con, and for medium I go 200 intelligence, 100 focus and 200 con. When 200 con gets an additional 10% elemental armor next update, I will most likely go to 200 con for light armor as well. You can also run a full intelligence build to really get the max out of your Ice Gauntlet and also to get the maximum value out of your tier 2 Aquamarine gem, which I will touch on later. But for me I just use focus because A, a lot of my gear has focus and it's cheaper to buy focus gear, and B, I like getting the healing from my orb if I want to pop up myself or my ultimate. Let's get into the void skill tree and take all the points in orb and then mending evasion, but only if you are running that 100 focus. Then we take Voidblade and Petrifying Scream as well as every passive except for Efficient Harvest and Leeching Blade. I think Leeching Blade's function is a little wonky, or maybe they just mess up the description, but I think this definitely should be reworked to heal self for maybe 3% of the damage dealt on heavy attacks per disintegrate stack, up to a maximum of 9% or something like that. That just rhymed. I was like, heavy attack, disintegrate stack, something like that. Yo, sorry. Anyway, where the fuck was I? That's why I take mending evasion over it. Sorry I kind of sped through that tree, it's pretty straightforward and I've been through it in another video, but if you have any other questions, just let me know. Okay, I know the order for that part was scuffed, but I don't want to re-record it, so I hope you just forgive me. Quality control, right? For the Ice Gauntlet skill tree, the first passive we are taking is the blocking stamina, which we are using not just to get to Ice Shower, but also because it makes for a really viable blocking option. Then we're going to pick up all points in Ice Shower for a 7 second duration, speed boost for self and allies, as well as a 10% rend to anyone caught in it. Next up we're going to take all the points in Tomb for that breakout option to give us Fortify and also to cleanse debuffs, notably Spear and Hammer rends. Now on the left side of the tree we need Ultimate Chill, so we're forced to get every single passive, even the doo-doo ones, and all the points in Storm, which we want. Note the Heavy Freeze is a core part of your kit and a really good mechanic to catch up to targets or to keep pursuers at arm's length. On your Void Gauntlet, Keen and Enchanted are must-haves in my opinion, and as for a third perk, you can pick up something like Keenly Empowered, Plagued Crits, Refreshing Move, or whatever you can get your hands on. Picking up Voracious Blade on your weapon will increase the lifesteal to an insane 51% next patch, so consider that, or if you can get Putrefying Scream, that will increase the disease to a huge 40%. For your weapon gem, use a tier 2 Aquamarine. The functioning of these aren't necessarily bugged, but I'd say badly designed to allow for something called intelligence double dipping. The TLDR for how this works is that the tier 2 gems convert 20% of your damage into its respective element. However, this 20% scales in intelligence by a factor of 200%, which is absolutely nuts and effectively gives you free damage. Hence the name double dipping. I've linked a website, a video and a damage calculator tool for anyone who wants to learn more about this. Just check the description. because you can't put links in videos on the screen unless it's a subscribe link where it goes subscribe, and you click the button and then it subscribes right from the video, so you don't have to scroll down. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to do that at the end of the video. But scroll down and subscribe right now. Okay, back to the video. As for Ice Gauntlets, I currently use Crystalline Curse, which is fantastic for making those auto attacks count with Refreshing Move and Enchanted together, as well as freeing up a perk slot on my armor since the Ice Gauntlet is mainly used for utility anyway. Currently I am on the hunt for a Healing Tomb, Refreshing Move and Enchanted as a third perk if I'm lucky, because Healing Tomb, Ice Tomb will heal you for 30% base health when it ends as of next patch, which is a crazy amount. Now I'm a little confused what it means by base health and not just health, so someone please help me out in the comments. But back to the point. Remember, you use your Ice Gauntlet for utility, so the single most important perk is Refreshing Move to help you accelerate those important cooldowns when you need them. All your armor perks have a minimum of 3 resilient. Make sure you have shirking energy on your legs if you're in light armor, and then just throw in perks like shirking fortification, freedom, and refreshing where you can. I recommend refreshing over refreshing evasion since we want our Ice Gauntlet cooldowns to go down faster whilst we have our Void Blade out, and refreshing evasion will not help us there, plus it's getting nerfed. You might find more value with refreshing evasion with the medium hop in tandem with the extra Oblivion stamina. For the ability perks, Diminishing Orb or Nullifying Oblivion, whichever you use out of the two, are must-haves. Voracious Blade, Putrefying Scream, Unending Thaw are must-haves as well. Right now Healing Tomb is good, but everyone says it's bad, so I recommend it because everyone's wrong. It's good. Fuck everyone, sorry. And Deadly Frost is absolutely useless, but it will be useful next patch, so if you can get your hands on gear with that, seize it. Seize the moment, seize the day, seize the gear, seize the frost, seize the... Thank you all so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate how supportive you guys are of my content, and all I hope for is to spread knowledge and new ways to play around with the Void Gauntlet because it is such a flexible and powerful weapon. Remember to follow my Twitch at twitch.tv/Lionad. It's linked below, and like and comment and sub and like, and I'll catch you all in the next one, and subscribe. Goodbye.